All right, which of the following compounds has the lowest pKa? All right, to do this one, I kind of need to draw out these structures a little bit more. So that first one, I have CH3 to a CH2 to an O, and then it's two O's, so it's that carbonyl. That's going to be, there's going to be two of those connected to a CH2. So and our acidic one will be that location. The next one, it's CH3, CH2, two O's, so it's the carbonyl, CH2, and this one is an aldehyde. All right, CH3, CH2, CO, CH2, and then an aldehyde. Then a benzene and a carbonyl, CH2, carbonyl, CH3, and last one, a nitrile to a CH2 to a nitrile. All right, we have a bunch of alpha positions, and the top four are all betas. There's carbonyl on both sides of them, so those are actually going to be acidic. All four of these are going to be in that probably just under 15 at least. Nitrile won't be. Nitrile is going to probably be our lowest one. I think that one's going to be right around 11. And that's simply because since nitrogens are a little bit less electronegative than an oxygen, these are not nearly as withdrawing as a carbonyl. So the carbonyls will be doing a little bit stronger job, with the exception of this one. Biggest reason that one is not going to have a very low pKa is because while it does have carbonyls, which are more withdrawing than nitriles, on these carbonyls there's an oxygen right next to it, which is actually putting electrons back in. So that one is actually going to be our highest pKa, maybe even as high as 15 or so. But we're looking for low, so I'd like to get something that doesn't have a withdrawing group on the other side of that carbonyl. So definitely I'm going to get rid of that one because it's got an O on that side. Might bring this down to only like 14 or 13, but it's not going to drop it a lot. Same thing kind of applies here. That benzene is actually not going to pull that as much as way, so it's probably also going to be about 14. At this one, I have just R groups as a ketone, and I have a hydrogen over here. Neither one of those are pulling a lot from that carbonyl, so that carbonyl is still quite withdrawing. So that is going to be our lowest pKa, probably closest to around 9. So what we're kind of looking for to get this as high as possible, you kind of want those beta ketones. And then what we want is something that's withdrawing groups. So I'd like nothing to affect those carbonyls. I like that carbonyl having that positive aspect to it because that's very withdrawing. So I don't want anything here that will pull away from it. Hydrogens would probably be best because they're not going to pull anything at all away. It's probably going to drop that down to maybe even as low as 5 or so. Heck, this might even be, it probably is lower than 9. But yeah, we're looking for something that just doesn't withdraw from those carbonyls that much.